Hello my good buddies, how are you doing today? We are going to play the Heroic Challenge on Nightfang Swale, which I still think is a very weird name for a map. Nightfang Swale. So how are we going to start this off? Well, first off, yeah, you guys know the drill. Let's get our Tesla coil, get that good guy up right there. That's the way I like to play, just a regular map, and then on this challenge as well, it's really not that bad either. And then what you want to do is just make sure you get all your guys kind of bundled up right at the Tesla coil and upgrade him pretty darn hardcore style. Now again, I am going to use Hacksaw as my hero. Of course, Thor is a pretty decent guy as well, and also the Freezer Lady gets all of these guys bundled up together. She works okay. She's just not the way I like to roll around with it. I like to use Hacksaw. He's just my personal favorite because he's pretty darn strong and he barely ever dies, even if he's poisoned and stuff. Except for right now, he exploded, so that was kind of upsetting. But it's alright. It's not a big deal because I have reinforcements, which just stop these guys running their tracks, and then Hacksaw will come back in just a few seconds. Now, what I do like to do is get some other support towers as well, especially if witches start coming out, because if witches start coming out, well, your Tesla coil is still okay, but not the most fantastic thing in the entire world to use against them. Heroic challenges means that these rounds are going to be very, very long, which means you really don't want to use your rain of fire unless you absolutely have to. And obviously, you should be making Hacksaw fight as much as possible, but try not to let him die. And that's a big try, because if he dies, it's not the worst thing in the entire world usually, especially if you got tons of barracks guys and reinforcements all in the same spot. It won't be a big deal usually, but it still can be a little bit of a problem. So were-rats early in the game, as you can probably tell by now, actually a little bit tougher than what we might like. And then I see some witches. Oh no. These silly little witches riding their broomsticks trying to take me down. Well, first off, they're going to just frogify all of your guys over here. They're going to frogify them so fast, it's going to be kind of upsetting. So you got to be kind of careful, especially when you got like two of them over here, or, you know, later in the game there's going to be even more. Your Tesla coil really is not going to do that much damage to these witches. So you have to kind of rely mostly on your archer towers, which sadly enough, we don't have very many good upgrades for them just yet. We're going to have to get those guys up pretty quickly, and if we absolutely need to, I know it sounds kind of weird, but we might rain of fire the witches. Now the burny stuff that's on the ground won't actually end up hurting them, but the explosions of the rain of fire does, and that does hurt the flying guys as well. So as you can tell, I'm going to burny stuff, or not burny stuff, but explosionify these witches, and I take them down. Barely taking them down, but I did take them down, and that makes me happy enough. And that means the next few upgrades that we get are probably going to be archer towers, because we need to worry about those silly little witches. Also, you know what, their archer towers are good versus pretty much everything. They're just not the most effective thing versus gigantic groups of hardcore guys like what we're facing lately. But we do have a Tesla coil, and that means we should be alright. Now, even if you have reinforcements, and you're thinking, like, I don't want to waste my reinforcements on these witches because they're just going to get turned into frogs, they still do stall the witches. So it's kind of like an up for grabs thing, like, is it worth it? I mean, I usually think so, especially because the witches are the biggest problem that you're going to have, because they're kind of spread out, and they don't really get a good damage from the Tesla coil. More were-rats popping up in here, but now my Hacksaw guy, he's strong enough where he can take these guys down a lot easier and faster, but he still is poisoned, so you can't get poisoned, so you just gotta be a little bit careful with that. A little bit careful, because those were-rats do end up poisoning them. So you're noticing that my little baby archers over there in the top, they're really not doing very much damage at all, so I'm hoping that I can get some higher upgrades pretty darn soon, or at least upgrade this one, because that seems like that's the one that's going to attack these witches most of the time. Put him right in the middle there, he's going to attack them, like they're going to go by 3 times, and we should be able to get some mega damage on them. As you can tell, we took that one witch down really, really quickly. I don't know why the heck that witch got taken down so quickly, whereas the first witch did not. But I suppose it really doesn't matter that much. As long as we're taking them down, that's all we really need to do. That's all we really need to do. So do you need these barracks towers, or are they just kind of there for show? Well, I do like them because they actually do slow down the witches, which is, it seems, again, counterproductive. It's like, do you really want to slow down the witches by having your guys die instantaneously? Maybe. Maybe I do, because they're the biggest problem for me. Wargs, screw wargs, who cares about them? Witches, yeah, I care about them. They're going to just fly right through. They do go in the exact same pattern every single time as well. If you haven't noticed, they don't just randomly do oddball patterns or something. No, they go in the same pattern every time, which is actually helpful. I could see it being way more difficult if they flew around in random directions. Like some tower defense games, they just go in random directions and eventually leave, and it's kind of upsetting. Excuse me, I am a bit sleepy today. So I decided, you know what, it's only way of 3 right now. We're only about halfway done, and I don't even have that much good stuff yet. I mean, I got a testicle, I got a ranger's tower. I'm gonna go for another testicle while I'm at it. Let's go and get another one. Oh God, Amanda, she's calling me. I don't want to talk to her right now. She can wait. She can wait. I tried calling her earlier, and now she's being such a gigantic jerk. She didn't answer her phone, so now I'm not answering her call. Payback. Sucks. She'll never see this video anyway. She doesn't watch my videos, so she'll never figure out that I'm talking bad about her. She's a good girl, though. She's a good girl. She's my girlfriend. If you guys don't know, she's my girlfriend. She's cool. She's cool. Just I'm not gonna interrupt my video making just to talk to her. Screw that noise. Screw that noise. So we got some werewolves coming up in through here. They're not as hard to kill as lichens. That's the good news. The bad news is there's a lot of them, and you might need a rain of fire for them if there's that many of them, and you don't have a good like stalling factor right in the middle there. But we took them down actually really, really quickly. In fact, a lot quicker than I thought we were going to take them down. Now the werewolves do have some regeneration, so you got to be careful of building like towers everywhere, kind of all spread out to attack these werewolves. You want to, get one instantaneous spot where you're going to kill them really, really quickly. And that's kind of like right where Hacksaw is standing. That is my instantaneously kill location. Got a testicle there, I got ranger towers up the wazoo, I got my guys throwing spears at them, and eventually I was hoping to get another testicle actually right where my, right next to the testicle. I'm trying to get 2 testicles right next to each other, as you guys can probably tell where my bombard towers are. Boom. Shotgun. Lava. I can say that this was the easiest game by far, or easiest level by far for every single thing that I played. I don't know why it was so easy. It just was. I think the reason why it was so easy is because they all merged into this one location, and that made it just so much easier. Just merging into one location, you can build all your defenses right there, and then any extra defenses you can just build in random spots besides that. And also, you get a lot of range out of your testicle. You don't even really realize it, but your range is pretty darn ridiculous with that testicle, especially because you don't even have to be in the range to be affected by the testicle. It jumps or arcs to different guys. And when it's arcing to different guys and they're pretty darn slow, you can slowly destroy them with your testicles. Your testicles. But here we go, a lot of zombies, a lot of werewolves. Oh my goodness gracious, what are we going to do? Actually, really, really easily. We're going to take them down again. We even had a Hacksaw just screw those guys right up the butt. He screwed them up the butt right there. Kind of upsetting for them. I don't know why they would even try and go up to Hacksaw, because they should have known they were gonna get screwed so hard. A few little zombies coming in here. You might think like, oh man, how are we gonna take down zombies? No, not true. Oh, we're taking these zombies down like that, like that. And I'm feeling pretty darn happy about this game. Now, one thing that I didn't do is build any magic so far. Interesting. Why did you do that, Chris? Why did you not build any magic for a specific reason? No. There's no real specific reason that I didn't build any magic unless it's not allowed, because I don't remember if it's not allowed, but I don't think it's not allowed because I think you can build anything in heroic challenges. They just make it a little bit more difficult. It's just hard 6 rams, but you get anything you want. Rams. I feel like I'm from the South. From the South. Rams. And no, I'm not making fun of people from the South. I just think they talk differently. Yes, they do. And one other thing that you noticed is I am usually a huge #1 fan of Rain of Fire. I like to press that one button. I like to drop them on werewolves and stuff. But I didn't even use it today. Why the heck did I not use it? Because I felt so confident in my amaze-tastic defense. I was not worried at all this entire game. I just felt like everything was easy. Now we got 2 ranger towers now. We got 2 testicles down there. A couple of guys just kind of chilling there and stalling any guys that might even pop through here, but it's not even a big deal. I'm even going for the double forest wrangler stopper thingamabobs that are going to slowly take these guys down. Just stalls them a little bit to let my stuff do even more damage. And nobody's getting even remotely close to the edge. Even the closest guy is probably the witch, and that's just because there's no towers over there. And I could build an easy arch tower or something as well to do some damage, but no worries. The ranger's tower will take him down as soon as they come back over there. And look at that, taking the other witches down. So what do you want to do with any extra money that you have? Honestly, just start getting whatever you want. We're already on round 6. It looks like it's going pretty swell. You know, a lot of witches in the end here. That's one reason why you don't want to go with a lot of bombard towers. Go with the testicles, because the testicles can still attack the flying guys. I don't really understand how that works, but you can still attack the flying guys. I thought you'd have to be like ground to get electrocuted, but I guess you don't. Guess you don't. That's like why birds don't get electrocuted or something. I don't know. I don't know how it works, but yeah. I should probably have knowledge upon this. I should. But as you can tell, I got like 800 gold. Haven't used the Rain of Fire yet. You know what? Screw it, man. Let's just be whoop whoop. Let's use the Rain of Fire over here in the corner just to prove a point that I didn't even need it the entire game. Boom shakalaka, taking this heroic challenge down. One free star for us. As always, thanks for watching, guys, and have a super duper delicious day.